thing to do. We redesigned our formulas to work in cold water. The harder thing was to change the way people use the products because they don't believe that they'll work in lukewarm water as well as in hot water. So if you're going to become sustainable or regenerative, you have to do the hard work of analysis, of really understanding where your impacts are. So, that's why we focused on palm oil, that when we looked at our raw materials, we came to the conclusion that we use a lot of palm oil, and that when you looked at the whole supply chain, that was having a devastatingly negative effect. So in some ways, you can't do everything at once, so you need to create a roadmap, and you need to create some kind of hierarchy, and you need to be able to say to your stakeholders, look, we're going to deal with these 10 issues. We're not going to deal with these 90 issues. And again, that's something that business has a very hard time with. Business has really a terrible time saying, we're doing all these wrong things, and we're not going to do anything about it, because we believe these issues are priorities. Now, that kind of transparency at least allows you to have a debate and a discussion with your dialogue, with your stakeholders. So to me, foundationally, again, if we're focusing on business, transparency is a requirement. You cannot be a responsible, sustainable business unless you're committed to relatively radical transparency. And that goes beyond doing a GRI, corporate responsibility report. Because you can't be the judge of whether you're a sustainable business. Your stakeholders are the ones that have to make that proclamation. If all of you were running Fortune 500 companies, you probably don't want to do that, but if I waved my magic wand and made you all CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, and I said, are you running responsible, sustainable businesses, how many hands would go up?